well, clocking out right at 5 o'clock, not going above and beyond at work. Those are just two examples of what's called quiet quitting. And you might have heard the term being thrown around online recently. So what's behind this workplace movement? I looked into it this afternoon. Take a look. First came the Great Resignation. Now, quiet quitting is the latest workplace trend moving up the pandemic ladder.
Quiet quitting really is defined as folks going and kind of just doing the minimum of what's required, not really going above and beyond because they want balance in their work, or maybe they're feeling a little bit disillusioned with the work that they're currently doing.
Michael Woolston is the owner of Michael Woolston Consulting. He works with Idaho employers in manufacturing, retail, and credit unions to help them focus on turnover and talent attraction. He says there are a couple of different factors behind quiet quitting.
And I think the biggest one is burnout and folks feeling like the work that they're doing isn't really valued to the level that it should be.
The other factor, wanting and ensuring a proper work-life balance. Michael says when he works with businesses, he offers 3 different solutions. The first solution starts with being proactive and having conversations about quiet quitting before it happens.
The second option for businesses is to just dive deep and say, okay, let's use this as an opportunity and not as something that's a negative, and be able to create a new reality for employees so that they feel valued. And then the third option is really making sure that both people come together and that employees feel not only valued in the work that they do, but they know specifically what going above and beyond looks like, so they can make a choice instead of feeling stuck doing work that they may feel like is outside of the normal bounds or outside of their job description.
As for employees,
I think one of the biggest things from this that we're learning is that for employees, and even through the Great Resignation, is that your voice has power. And so don't be quiet in the quiet quitting. Have a conversation with your leader, engage with them, let them know where you're at, and make sure that you can define kind of a new reality. And that's the benefit that we're seeing from this, is that even though there is some quiet quitting going on, it's sparking conversations that's changing the dynamic for both sides.
he adds, we're just seeing the start of this movement, but now is the time for employers to take note.
So for employers, that's why it's so important to be ahead of the game and start these conversations now. But if things don't change, this will continue to increase, just like we saw with the Great Resignation, and just become a more widespread issue.
And Michael also tells me quiet quitting is definitely a warning sign for employers that they can eventually lead to folks resigning or looking for other work. And while this has a negative connotation to it, he adds this could be a good starting point for both employers and employees to engage on a new level and move forward on a positive note.